Alright, what's up YouTube? I'm back with a video. And then an Instagrammer reached out to me and basically sent me this post. So this post was basically by Evolve Trading, which basically he got air braking and he stole his first edition base set 10, first edition base set pack. And then this base set first edition pack is a PSA 8 first edition. Right, obviously, you know, these got stolen. They got stolen along with a lot more items. So basically, to break this down, theft in unfortunate areas of the morning that was subject to a break-in. The perpetrator stole the slabs seen in these pictures, as well as around 1,000 English, packs of 151 and 1,000 crowns each. So you're probably looking at 12,000 for the English, and then 12, probably 1,000. So 10 grand on the Crown Zenith packs, first edition fossil packs, slabs and more. If anyone's seen these slabs and for sale. So basically, you are not in America, right? And then basically, here's the second page. So basically, all of these are boosters that he's basically got prices on. Now, one thing this guy is obviously stupid is he's showing the prices of these items, right? Like, or how I've said it before, right? Like, the UK is very impoverished. Right, it's very impoverished. Now, what I mean by very impoverished, nobody, like, if you've got over £500 in the bank, comment on the video, because I want to see out of my subscribers, like, who is actually, like, the top 90% of the public. Now, for example, if you have £500 in the bank, you are top 10% of the public in the UK. Most of these people don't have £500 in cash, yeah? So you might have £500 in cash, you might have £500 in the bank, you might have £10,000 in cash, and you might have £1,000 in the bank. So the thing is like, this is what I mean. It comes to, specific things where you will be targeted and, your shit can be robbed, right? So, for example, you shouldn't use Instagram as a way to advertise, like, oh, look at me, I have all this stuff, yeah? You should kind of just post photos when you sold this stuff later on. So you can be like, well, now I no longer have this, or whatever. So now people look at your page, you don't have it anymore, right? So first edition base set pack, I would get rid of that, sell it straight away, get rid of it, yeah? Get rid of this, get rid of them, sell them, put the cash in the bank, and just get free money on interest. Yeah, but the value won't grow on it. Alright, yeah, okay, I get it. First edition booster packs get more expensive every year. The value goes up. Do you really think you want to be sat there with a first edition base set box in England without even the ability to own a firearm? This country is pathetic. Yeah? The UK is shit, and I'll always say the UK is shit. America is better for any kind of firearm, Second Amendment, you know what I mean? Like, back. Bro, if I'm sat in my chair, yeah, and someone kicks off your door, bro, and you're sat there with a firearm, bro, and you got a bulletproof vest on or something, I'm firing, I'm gonna kill you all, I don't give a fuck. Like, you sat in America, bro, and someone's coming in to rob your shit, like, bro, you blap them up, yeah? Let's smoke them, boom, 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 yeah? That's why for the Americans watching the video, yeah, get firearms, get more, do you know what I mean? Buy bullets. Bullets are a currency, in my opinion, because eventually, if the dollar ever goes to collapse, that'll be a way to get around, boom, 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 yeah? You run out of bullets, your bullets is going to be money, right? So that's just the way it'll be, yeah? It's like, anyone could argue, this guy's an nutcase, you don't know what I was talking about, but at the end of the day, yeah, you're getting like this, that's like having 15 grand. So you imagine walking around with two slabs, two basically first edition boosters, yeah, and you put them in your pocket. That's the equivalent to you walking around with like 30 grand. Like, you're walking around with 30 grand. Like, someone will nick them from you, innit? Like, it's people like get £1,500 on a phone and they walk around with it in their hands and then wonder why, like, people on e-bikes go around nicking phones, because, well, you're walking around with £1,500 in your hand if you're using an iPhone. I don't use iPhones. iPhones are shit. But, at the end of the day, right, like, you're walking around with that much in your pocket, and then you're sitting on Instagram advertising all your products, saying, "Oh, look, this is all what I've got. These are my items." Now, I'm not actually on Instagram right now, so I can't actually just click on his page and check it. These are photos. I screenshotted them, obviously because someone sent in me. But basically, 1,000 packs of English. Now, what was I talking about when I made a video about that guy in America? So Cloud Collectibles obviously got targeted when they've got so much stuff, because people will come walk in there. Now, for example, just like Ace Grading apparently got robbed, right? So these people can basically like, well, that's an inside thing. So I would say outsiders, right? Outsiders who come through walls and, you know, go through, nick loads of shit and then take it and then basically go, right? This is why England is kind of a shit country, yeah? Because we don't have the ability to own a gun, yeah? Right, this is why people, you know, create guns through like 3D prints and they protect themselves that way. Now, if you're going to do that, don't say no to anybody. Don't tell anybody. Don't even tell your closest friend. Don't tell anybody. Just keep your fucking shit private, right? And do stack in silence, right? So like, when people like in Pokemon, right, they want to make everything known, everything to the community. They want to be like, oh yeah, but I own all the tropical mega battles, or I own all of these, and it's like, that's like 80,000-90,000 pounds just sitting there. Do you know what I mean? It's sitting in an item. Like, if you lose that, that's like losing 90 grand. If you got 90,000 pound in the bank, can't lose it, right? If you got 90,000 pound in stocks or in a company that's paying you dividends and it's fucking 5 grand a month in dividends, come on, man, it's more of a like an idea. Like, what the fuck are you doing, yeah? So I was having a discussion with my friend, because my friend was like with me as well, yeah, and I was telling him about it, and he goes, people haven't got that mentality, yeah, that when I was telling him something, I was like, why don't you just sell it and put the cash in the bank, bro, and then get loads of other value, like other little low value items that you can basically flip, you know, make some small gains, instead of keeping like that massive item and then showing off like, yo, I've got a first edition base set Gem Mint 10 booster pack, it's worth 15k. And the thing is people like to brag, yeah? People like to brag, they like to tell their friends, all the time, oh, yo, I've got a 15 grand booster pack. So just imagine, anytime you tell a friend, that friend has a friend that you don't know. So you remember, you got to keep your mouth, you got to shut the fuck up, yeah? Some people have got to learn to shut the fuck up. So in this concept, if you get robbed, I've got no sympathy for you. Because you're technically like a full-time bragger. You're like full-time bragger, like, look, he's putting prices on here, other people on Instagram, first mistake. Now, do you remember in the Cloud Collectibles video, there was a picture of the Umbreon that was in the video that Leon Hart was got, and he basically, as he did it very sneakily, but did it in a way that they would never be able to see it on like the camera, because I only just caught it, right? He took the price label off as he spun the card round, and it was so like pristinely fast that it was like so sly that, you know, because he knew that card was like £1,000 card or $1,000 card, and he don't want anyone to see it. Now, if you're somebody who don't have a safe, don't have a lockup, don't have cameras, security, bro, right, be prepared. Be prepared to lose anything, because I can tell you one thing. There's people on YouTube that shout from the heavens, oh, well, I own this and I own that. You know, there's a very bunch of jealous and envious people in this world, and they don't like anybody to do any well or see them do better than them. Because everything apparently is like due to the money system, right? Like, for example, I'll give you a kind of a concept. I'll kick you a concept away completely from Pokemon, right? So you got, say you got two friends. You got one friend who buys, like, say, fake stuff, yeah? Stuff that's not genuine, not real, or whatever, and then you have a friend that buys things that are real and genuine, right? That guy tries to... the guy who buys the genuine stuff tries to shit on the guy who don't buy the real stuff or doesn't have the money to basically, you know, tell the other guy, basically, about what he owns. So he basically uses his ability to buy genuine items as a guy to shit on the guy who buys the fake items, right? So let's say, for example, you know, you buy a designer bag, right? But the guy, your mate has a designer bag and the other mate has a fake bag. The guy with the genuine thing will try and flex on the other guy when that other guy might have put his money in something else. And this is how it is. And this is how it creates conflict. Because people try to think that they're better than somebody else all the time as a way to step up. Like, oh, yo, look at me, I'm better than this guy. And that is what creates the envy, and the people then get fucking pissed off with the fact that you get people like that. And then, when it sees it in collectibles, it works the fucking same way, because people will be like, oh, yo, look at this guy, he's got 50 base set packs. Like, base set packs are like 400, 500 quid, and then, but the thing is, you don't get anything out of them. So, realistically, you know, you got 400, 500 pound booster just sat around. That's why you need a safety deposit box or a fucking bank vault to put them in. Stop going all flashy, yeah, I'm this, and showing your shit on Instagram, thinking of being proud of it. Because one day you'll become a target. And if you become a target and you get hit like this, then be prepared to have the fucking security in place to basically bypass people trying to thingy. Or if someone takes all your shit off them, then go take all the shit off them. Yeah? Go take all your shit off them. That's what you should do. Right? Find out who it is and go take all their stuff. Simple as that. Right? Thanks for watching the video and I'll see you next time. Peace.